lagi menyaksikan CNBC Indonesia dan saya masih bersama dengan CEO dari VTNY, Jun Waide. Kalau tadi di segmen pertama, saya sudah membicarakan bagaimana perjalanan VTNY selama 3 tahun berada di Indonesia. Nah sekarang saya mau menggali lebih jauh lagi. Selama 8 tahun VTNY telah hadir dan juga bagaimana prospek ataupun kinerja dari bisnis yang telah ditentukannya. Okay, Jun. So actually VTNY has been established for 8 years. What is the greatest moment after all?
So definitely I have several things, and maybe the first thing I would say, I just started off our business just by myself, but now we are actually already a public company. We were able to successfully be listed at IDX last December, and ever since, more people are involved in terms of our people, staff, clients, partners. So idea was just started from the zero, but now a lot of people are aware about the company's name, brand, and services, and that's one of the greatest feeling I ever had.
Okay, you've been established in so many countries, but why you choose Indonesia to be in Bursa Efek Indonesia?
Because first thing is definitely one of the potentials that your country has is the humongous, meaning the significant impact in terms of the economy contributions. Working labor force community is actually the biggest in the Southeast Asia. So in terms of the population's potentials, those are the part that we were actually very attracted from the beginning, and that's why we chose Indonesia.
And Indonesia have a very huge of demographic numbers. How do you see that? How do you use that potential in your business?
Yes, so here in Indonesia, according to the statistics, there's 170 million populations are working in the labor community right now. And right now, since our service is more on employee engagement, since we are actually offering the service to also the small and medium enterprise, in terms of number-wise, they are the biggest number in terms of if you compare with the other countries in Southeast Asia. So right now, since the market is there, it's the biggest. Why not? So that's why we chose Indonesia.
Why not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the business. There's a lot of business method, but VTNY pick B2B and also B2B.
Yep.
How the business so far?
Yeah. So far, it's actually very blissful that we already been profitable. We are running our business since 2019, and the business has been very successful. Yes, the small and medium enterprises are a lot over here in Indonesia. At the same time, as I mentioned, employees working in corporations and small medium enterprise in Indonesia is biggest. So that's why we actually don't have much problem finding the clients or new partners. So that's the biggest blessing that we have so far.
Yeah. Is there any other reason why you pick B2B and B2B?
So for the B2B, right now I see a lot of the companies are having challenges by having a good access to the financial service, and so as for their employees. When they have the business events, when they want to grab the new business opportunities, or when the employees want to have some sort of the events that they need the financials, still they have a lack of the good financial environment. So that's why we are trying to just come here and also provide, be one of the providers to actually be with them and support them as necessary.
Let's go back to your listing. Being the 59th company to be listed in IDX last December, and still it's a major stepping stone for VTNY. I bet so. Please share us your short and long-term strategy after listed in IDX.
Yes. So it's actually such an honor for us to be listed at the IDX in such a short time period, because we just came here in Indonesia in 2019, and in 3 years we were listed in the IDX. So it was a very fast pace, and at the same time we had to grow our business with the limited number of the people in the office, right? So we were juggling the two things at the same time, so it was a very busy day, but glad that our people were able to make it. When it comes to the business opportunities, again, our service is very new, and not many people still don't see or heard about the VTNY service. So that was one of the reasons why we chose IPO, so people can understand and the company can be more trustworthy, and so as our services, right? So that's what we are actually doing. So our primary focus is definitely with our awareness, with our reputations, we are going to maximize our service, reach out to the rest of the country of Indonesia. So that's what we are going to actually focus on for the next 2 or 3 years. But at the same time, we see the similar trends or similar difficulties that the small medium enterprise or employees are facing to in other countries, such as Thailand or Vietnam. So we are also looking forward to explore the opportunity, how we can support them, how we can go to their markets.
Okay. Even you said it's not really well known, but the first time it's listed, it's oversubscribed.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Thank you. Well, I actually honestly didn't expect that there was so much of the expectation coming towards us. So it was such an honor, and we are very happy. So now, with that expectation that we receive from the market, we are going to move forward and be more successful for them.
So what is your plan for the next VTNY?
Yeah. So again, we still have so many potentials that we haven't explored yet. So first of all, we would like to make more business partners and then more people that the people are going to aware about their service, use our service, and we want to grow together with Indonesia.
What are you gonna do in terms of educating people about VTNY?
Yeah, so in terms of the education, it's definitely start from the marketing awareness. And this needs time and this needs people to work with. So right now we are working with lots of collaborations with the media, associations, communities, for us to just explore our VTNY opportunity together with them. After that, definitely people are going to start our service, start using our service, and then people are start feeling it. And those people will be the ultimate influencers of ours. So we want to deliver the happiness and satisfaction to the rest of the communities.
You just mentioned about collaborating with specific association. Could you please mention to me, do you have any specific name? Which institution you want to work with?
Oh, I mean, right now, as long as they call it communities or associations, we don't have any preferences, meaning we are willing to work with any industries or any associations in the country of Indonesia. So we are not picky, but we're more than happy to make all the collaborations as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just explained about your expansion in Thailand and also in Philippines. Can you explain me more specific about your expansion?
Sure. So first of all, our business just started since 2015, and 2018 we came to Indonesia. So our history starts everything from Philippines. But unfortunately, because of the COVID, the service has to be suspended for just a short time. And now we are actually looking forward to see when will be the best timing to restart the business. So this is the part that we are also now exploring at the same time, because again, the Philippines has a huge potential in terms of the labor force community, and also they have a similar challenges in terms of the financial environment. So this is the part that we would like to actually keep studying and then see when we can open the service again. In the meantime, I was actually in Bangkok last week, and I just noticed that there are similar tendency in terms of the limited financial environment, limited working environment as well. So this is also the part that we are studying, and then see when will be the best timing for us to actually go into the market as well. So that's actually our short time, but also for the Indonesia, we are now looking at the opportunities. Again, our service is new, but the thing is now a lot of people are start using our service. So we are always thinking how we can deliver the service to the rest of the people who have not heard about the service yet. But also we want to increase the number of our offices for additional 4 or 5 within this year. So at least those offices and the people are going to deliver the service or introduce our service to the people who have not heard about us. So that's our commitment for this year.
Do you have any specific place other than 5 places that you just mentioned?
Yes, right now we are now traveling more often to understand the market, to see the potentials, to meet with the people. So we have a specific name, but we cannot just promise yet. But definitely there are some names already kind of determined in our mind. Yeah.
Could you please mention what's the differences between Indonesia, Thailand, and Philippines, including every country challenges?
So the difference is of course, each country has a very good character, and that's something that we admire and we respect. But in terms of what we are doing in terms of our service for the small and medium enterprises, and also the working environment, this is something that its kind of tendency and momentum is similar. Of course, there's a difference in terms of the detail level, but in terms of the essentials, still it's out there. It's what we have over here in Indonesia is something what they have over there. So this is actually how we want to explore and study what will be the best approach for us to deliver the service to the rest of the countries. So in terms of the differences, there's not much in terms of what we are delivering in service.
Yeah, there's not much. Okay. Can you explain us your plan in expanding your business out of Southeast Asia? Do you have any plan?
So yes, right now we are actually in the process of establishing our office in Japan.
In Japan,
Where
going back to your country.
Yes, exactly. This is where I'm from. Right?
Yeah.
And it's actually, the feeling is very special when we are actually expanding our business all the way to the country I was born. So it's a special feeling for me. Yeah.
When it's gonna be started?
It's actually already in the process and should be opening up very soon. The reason why actually we are establishing our Japan office is because we are also offering the financial services. But the thing is, for us to cater those financial demands, we have to make sure we have enough capability to give them the financial, right? So in order for us to do so, we have to actually have on a country or office where we can bring the source of the funding. And I think that would be Japan. So that's why we are actually having an office there.
Okay. So let's talk about the economic growth in Indonesia going very well, as you know. How optimistic do you see that?
I think for the Indonesia, for me, it's ready. It's actually, as you can mention, that the country is really growing very steadily and also the fast and rapid. At the same time, I think for the next decades, 2 or 3 decades, I think this country is going to move even more. And now the Indonesian government is already mentioning that they want to become the 5th largest economical country in the world by 2045. And I am sure they can get there or even faster. So in terms of the potentials or growth, I don't have any worries or concerns.
Do you think it will bring a benefit to your country?
Yes, of course, definitely. We want to make the collaborations, and now it's actually more since we are now easy to fly out there, border is more borderless now. I think its collaboration is much easier, and I'm willing to explore that collaboration with the different countries and people.
Oh, very well. Thank you very much, Jun, for your time to discuss with me. It's always nice to see you and to talk with you.
Same here. Thank you so much.
Itu dia tadi pemirsa diskusi saya bersama dengan Jun Waide. Kalau kita dengarkan tadi, ekspansi ini memang akan terus dilakukan. Tidak hanya di 5 kota sekarang VTNY ada, tetapi juga masih ada wilayah-wilayah lainnya. Dan gak kalah menarik adalah juga akan berada di Jepang. Jadi pemirsa, jangan kemana-mana, saksikan terus CNBC Indonesia Beyond Business.